In this video, I'm going to be giving the definitive definition of what your Jujutsu Kaisen character says about you. I'm almost 20. If you don't know what Jujutsu Shenanigans is, good. Let's get on with the list. Oh, I also forgot to mention that we're going to be spinning a wheel to decide which one we do first. Who's going to get a breakdown first? Ah, Hikari. You know, I actually have quite a lot of respect for Hikari players because they can only really do the same 4 moves over and over again. Which means they only actually play this character because they're either A, new, and don't know what else to do. Why? Why would you just stop hitting? What? Who does that? You're such a loser! I'm Or B, they love the gamble. I love Hikari players because his base moveset is extremely generic, meaning that they really only play him for his ultimate. And his ultimate is amazing. Hikari's ultimate places a dome around him and his opponents and traps them all within it. There we go, bro. We're going in. We're going in. The real fun part is kidnapping people and forcing them into a 1v1 so you can then slaughter them. There we go. I've never really met Hikari players that take the game too seriously. They're always quite silly, which what the f***? What the f***? I didn't deserve this. What? Who are these f***ing goobers? If you play Hikari, you're probably just pretty funny. Hey. I'll just come over here. There's a little thing I want to show you.
Yeah.
So,
are you just going to push me?
No. Welcome back to the wheel. Who's gonna be next? Oh my goodness gracious. Absolute favorite. What the hell are you? Mahito! You don't have to shout! I can hear you fine! Yuji Itadori! Man, I fucking love Mahito. First of all, he causes Yuji absolute anguish in the show. And I fucking hate Yuji in the show. So he just gets a pass in that regard. But also, he's so silly. And in the game, he's not actually that silly. He's quite well-rounded. Probably by far the most balanced character. He has 2 ranged options and 2 close ranged options. But they're not annoying like other characters. Most Mahito players, and there's no bias whatsoever, you know, happening to, I just happen to only really play Mahito. They're perfect. He just has loads of different options, which makes him really fun to play, in my opinion. These guys seem friendly. Yeah, let's beat up one of these guys. You're my new target. It's because of this, I don't really have a stereotype, because I'm the stereotype. And I guess if I'm the stereotype, I'm just a casual person who likes to play the game and fight people. I mean, there's not really much else to it. I mean, Mahito's got a pretty fun moveset. Man, I can't think of anything negative. It's got to be something. Oh yeah, we're also all really gay. Bitch, what are you doing? Huh? Get out. Oh god. Oh god. Let me out. Let me out. Get off of me. I'll live, fool. Fool, you can't kill me. How is it still going on? How is it still going on? It lasted for like 6 minutes. Wheel time. Are you kidding? I respawned it because I didn't want to do Megumi yet, but I guess we're doing Megumi.
With this treasure, I summon.
Correct. Okay. All right. Good. Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
Man, oh man. Megumi players, where do I even start with you? Megumi's kit is entirely ranged, which is really unique for a Battlegrounds game, but also it makes him kind of boring. The combos you can do are just kind of ineffective compared to other characters' combos, meaning that your best bet is to just kind of sit there and spam moves at someone. You are not him. Look at that true combo right there. Which is awesome, by the way. But this means that kind of encourages a playstyle that's really only 2 things. Either A, you observe a fight and you just watch other people fight and then throw your bird in and your rabbits in to maybe chip a few kills in. No honor, no heart, spam all my Yuji abilities, click this button too, and then get beaten up by Conquest because I interrupted multiple fights. Or B, you do what I do. You just annoy someone in the server for several hours on end, just constantly hitting them and they're running away. And they can't fight you because your R special just lets you get an extra dash essentially. But they can't leave you alone because if they leave you alone, you're just gonna come back and get them more. I love Megumi, but it is the stupidest shit ever. His ultimate's not that good except for one aspect, which is Maharaga. Which, I mean, if you want to play Maharaga, go for it. You basically get the most accurate Jujutsu Kaisen experience because the whole lobby's going to team up on you and you'll get to play him for 5 seconds. And he's not even that good. But Megumi himself, oh my god, he is the perfect character to just rage bait and troll with. Because you could just run away from any fight and these little sweats, they can't handle not getting that kill, so they'll chase you to the end of the earth. And then when they try to leave you alone, you just go hit him again. Megumi players are trolls. And they're trolls. Alright, who are we gonna get next, baby? Let's have a little looky here. Gojo? Alright. I think I can talk about Gojo.
Yeah.
I just want to get this out of the way. I hate Gojo in the show. He's not cool. Get over it. I am a certified Gojo hater. However, in the game, he's pretty fun. Okay. He's really adaptable and his moveset really just lets him kind of do whatever. He has 2 really close range moves that combo easily into every other move he has. All of his moves combo together essentially. Like, he's really easy to play. He has a grab, which could grab anyone from anywhere. He has a explosive bullet and then 2 little punchy kick moves, which are really simple to use, which is why Gojo is usually associated with the stereotype of being a new player. When you start the game up, he's the one you get given by default. And so a lot of people just run around using him. And that's great because his moveset is really simple. The only real tech or skill gap he has is just pressing R to teleport, which is also really fun. He also has one of the most broken ultimates in the game, giving him 3 I win moves and 1 I definitely win move in the form of his domain. I haven't actually touched on domains yet, but domains are essentially the ultimate win button, and Gojo has one of the 2 in the game that is basically impossible to live through. When Gojo opens his domain, it traps everyone inside of it and they can't move, which considering 2 of his moves combined can pretty much kill someone, yeah, it's not that balanced. The people who play him are never really that sweaty because his moves are so simple that the little greasy sweat lords have already moved on to... But yeah, just like Gojo, you know, people who play him are just super chill and Sigma and awesome. In actuality, you know, you just have the casual people who play him and the noobs. Wheel. Oh, it's this guy. Ah, yes. Kogai. My favorite character. If you don't know who Kogai is, here he is. So yeah, he doesn't really do much. He's actually surprisingly well made. He's mainly like a brawler type character. He's like a actually fun version of another brawl character in this game. He punches, he bites people, he can grab people, and then he has Hokta. He can like do these flying air combos, but they're not actually even that practical. They're just kind of cool looking. I don't know, not many people play this guy, except for one type of player, and that's a wannabe tryhard. They're not actually sweaty enough to play the real tryhard character. They still want to just punch things. And so they pick this guy because all of his moves just kind of easily flow into each other. There is this really cool thing you can do with him where you can just lob people out of the map. Yes. No! Get out! Get out! Let's go! That's always fun. Instead of an ultimate, he has a singular move that deals 80% of someone's health. And this shit is hilarious because you'll find someone in their ult, punch him a couple times, poke him, and then just watch them fall on the floor. And it's the most satisfying thing ever. But most of the time, people who play this guy, they're just kind of wannabe tryhards. That's not to say Locust guys are bad. They're just kind of, you know, little locusts. You just find them, they beat you up, they're annoying, and then you just kind of forget about them.
I've only got 24 hours left in my band,
Oh.
boys. Let's go.
Who's this
this
guy?
Oh my god.
Nah, this guy, bro.
Because they hit him once with one move.
Greasy greaseball, stupid loser boy. Get out of here. Just tried to hollow. Get him out. Yes. Don't hawk turn on me, boy. Or don't. Okay,
All right,
you're just getting jumped. Who's this guy? I'm holding block, bruh. How many iframes?
I'm holding black, bruh.
Shut the f Jack.
What? Impossible. No.
Ah, we're halfway there. Higuruma. Well, this shouldn't be too hard. I don't own Higuruma, and he's not finished yet, but his moveset is extremely boring, and most people who play him are extremely boring because he does loads of damage, and he's extremely boring to fight, and he's overpowered even though he has 2 moves, and he's extremely boring. His R special lets him break blocks, which is an extremely boring R special. Yay, look, that didn't take long. Next. Imagine instead of Jujutsu Kaisen, it was called Mustard Kaisen. Oh, hell yeah. Todo players. By far my favorite type of players. These guys will they're the wild card. Like, they'll either be the sweatiest motherfuckers trying their asses off to kill you, or they'll be the goofiest little who just keep spamming their swap ability because it's funny. Now, I am biased because the funniest person in the world happens to be a Todo main and my friend, but it is just incredibly funny to swap places with people. His moves are just not really that interesting. He has a command grab and like he can do some pebble throw shenanigans, but it's really just silly stuff that doesn't actually help you much other than for movement. He has this big elbow move where you send people into the sky and pummel them down, and then his ultimate is just basically just a bunch of buffed moves. It's honestly nothing that interesting, but it's because it's Todo, who's just such a ridiculous character in the show, that everyone who plays him, you don't know what they're like. So I'm gonna have to just say they're a wild card, but really they could be anyone. New players pick him because they watch the show and they love Todo. Modest players pick him because they want to try something new. The city players pick him because you can swap spaces, and the tryhards pick him because they're losers, but they're not loser enough to play the forbidden one. I love Todo players, most of them. I like gambling, so of course I like the character that you can never predict. Todo's awesome. Oh, I see you.
As in, like mentally, like terrible.
Merquavius.
Yes.
Oh my god! I've been working on this video for too long. Let's get this over with. Choso. I'm gonna be entirely honest, I don't really have anything to say about Choso, so I'm gonna keep this really short. Choso has all these like gimmick abilities where he can like throw orbs and he gets these blood orbs around him, but it honestly doesn't matter. His abilities mirror that of Yuji, and that's inherently part of the design because he's Yuji's brother, which I think is cool, but his moves are all just kind of ass and they use up his ultimate bar. His ultimate's kind of cool. You get this big like Kami-Kami-Ha. There's like 50 variants to every one of his moves, and he's not even that good when you learn how to use all of the abilities together, so I haven't bothered to play him much. And as such, you Choso mains, I know what you are. You're grown men training, tryharding on a children's game. You're child manipulators. Maybe you don't, maybe you're not like EDP, but you are bullying children with a terrible character, and there's something wrong with you. I would say go outside, but I reserve that title for the next person.
Get the fuck out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft!
Now, if you've been paying any attention, you will have seen some not so subtle hints as to who I dislike in this game. And there's a very specific reason that, the wheel just happened to end with Yuji. If I had a penny for every single time one of these greaseballs came over, interrupted my fight, and then raw dogged my corpse, I'd tear my skin off, run around naked in the street as the flesh man. I fucking hate Yuji. These guys are the toxic 14-year-olds that would play Call of Duty my age, but instead they play Roblox and they dress like gooners. They're playing Yuji because he's the only character who has like a slight amount of skill expression. And by that I mean you press free a couple times after doing the same Curse Strikes, Crushing Blow, Divergent Fist combo, and they just do this over and over again and call it skill. There's no skill in it. There's no skill in learning how to do one thing over and over again. Yuji's ultimate is fucking broken. It gives him a mid-ranged attack, which is barely fightable. And if you block that, then he can dash at you and throw you in the sky. He also has a big fucking nuke, just cause. And then he has like a little like slash attack, which is also really strong. And then he has the most overpowered domain in the game, being Malevolent Shrine. This will trap everyone in a big box and kill them. There's no exception. You die. GG. I wouldn't hate his kit so much if I didn't see it everywhere. It is by far the most boring kit to fight against, and I'm sick of seeing it. And every single one of these players have like 300,000 kills. They reek. I can smell you through my screen. Yeah, Yuji players have got to take a shower. It's disgusting. But yeah, in conclusion, if you play Yuji, please kill yourself.